All right. I think we're all here. All one of us. Okay. We're making soup. I've got a pretty standard recipe that I like to use. It's easy. It takes almost no time at all. And it's tasty. So we've got some turkey stock that we had in the freezer. So I'm going to start with that. That's 2 cups about. This will be 4. And I made some chicken stock the other day, and I'll add that in too. So we'll have about 5 cups of stock that we can work with. Can use water too, but it'll taste better with stock. Oy, oy, oy. All right. Give this guy a smell and a taste and make sure it's still okay. Oh, it smells great. Okay. All right. Let's get, you know what? Let's get a new one. Get my chef towel. Ooh, I'm gonna start. These aren't fully defrosted, so I'm gonna start that on kind of lowish because I do have a few other things that I need to do before I can start chucking stuff in. Which I think the first thing is garlic and ginger. I think this recipe, I want to say this recipe calls for like, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 cloves of garlic, but these ones are pretty small. I'll just use all of them. Just like 1, 2, 3, like 7 small ones. Oh, there was another one hiding. 8 small ones. On that note, let's actually use the wooden cutting board because that'll be better for this. I'm going to use the plastic one for when I de-skin and debone the chicken. I want to save those pieces for stock. Oh, fuck me, I'm so tired. Wish I could take a nap for a week. It's my bench scraper. There we go. Okay. I'm not going to do anything special with these. It's going to give them a good smash. They'll sort of just dissolve into the soup a little bit anyways. That's not a happy looking clove. That's going in the trash. We'll keep that one though. Preparing garlic is essentially my least favorite thing to do. And it's very specifically because of how sticky your hands are. I can't touch anything with feeling like I've just got grime all over my fingies. Part of why I prefer to smash them, then you don't have to like hang on to them while you're mincing them. Mince, smash, all the same in my book. Don't hear a person who went to French culinary school hear me say that. The ship is coming in. Keep checking. Where the line is on. Must stand on the bow. Where the waves crashing, crashing down, down, down. I'm leaving you. And you said, still young. The hell is this emote only chat? That might need to get fixed. Means I get to turn you guys upside down. You get to look at me upside down. This room is in emote only chat mode. Alright, let's see if Chrome has anything to say about that. What a fucking weird thing. I did not tell it to do this. Yeah, I know my own chat rules. Thank you. I'm not logged in. What on earth is happening? Oh, for God's sake. This is a fun view. You get to look right at my little nosy. Authenticator app. Yes, please. What on earth did that setting? There. Okay. We've done it. All right. Now we're getting back to work. But assuming that I can get the angle correct again. Pretty sure I can. Nope, not made that. There we are. Oh, whoa. No, thank you. You can get banned. Also, it looks like that chat box is not working. Let's turn that off. Okay. All right. That's exciting. Okay. Looks like most of the stock is melted, which means I can start adding in my aromatics, which are the ginger. I'm sorry. There will be ginger. I just haven't prepared it yet. The ginger and the garlic. But I won't do that quite yet. But for now, we're just going to put you guys in here. Rinse off the knife. Rinse off my hands. Get my towel back. Just split knife down. Okay. Now ginger. This part's much more fun. I love ginger. Let's use an easy part. Let's do color. Looks good. Now, technically, technically you can eat the skin on ginger, but it is pretty, it's already a fibrous root. And the skin just kind of, I don't know, it kind of gets stuck in your teeth. And it's really only nice if it's like a young piece of ginger. So I tend to cut it off. And there's that trick that a lot of people talk about doing where they're like, oh, if you just take a spoon, you'll get all the skin off without wasting a bunch of ginger. But every single time I've tried it, it doesn't fucking work. So I just use a knife. Because I know how to use a knife. Some of this guy wasn't looking too hot. Let's get some of that off. Let's use a tiny bit more. So, ginger is equally fun, well, more fun to do than garlic because you can cut it into rather large chunks and you can smash it the same way that you can with garlic, but it doesn't leave your fingers all mushy. Makes your fingers smell like ginger. And that's really nice. And like it really disintegrates too. It's awesome. Which is sort of preferred since it's, as noted, a very fibrous vegetable. Root? I don't know. I don't know if you'd call it a vegetable. It's at least a root. It's a spice. What differentiates a spice from a vegetable? Paprika is a spice, but it's just red bell pepper that's been powdered. You know? Yeah, you know. All right. That's all of my ginger. Let's put that there. Rinse off my knife. Give it a quick dry. We'll wipe this down as best we can. All of its accumulated ginger juices. Ginger juices. Band name, album name, or no, I've got it. It's like a Goop style health line. Ginger juices. But the juices is spelled with a G as well. That's totally what it is. Okay, we're gonna use a different cutting board now because it's easier to clean the chicken off. And I want to debone and deskin this chicken. So we'll do that right after I glove up because I don't want to wash my hands either. We're also switching knives because I have a better knife for this. It's not quite as sharp. We'll give it a quick seeing too. Yeah, that's better. This way and this way. Good. Okay. Chicken. guide me in my time of need. Oop. Oh, there's quite a few in there, aren't there? Oh, yep, sure are. Okay. So, package that up later um, so our trash doesn't smell. So yeah, I'm just gonna peel off the skin because this is such a quickly cooking soup that you don't really need all of this extra stuff like the fat and the skin and the bones. You're just getting like a gentle chicken flavor from it. And I already have stock regardless. It's not exactly like I need all this extra stuff, so I might as well just make stock with it anyways and have it for I don't know, lunch tomorrow. Big little chunk of fat right there. There we go. I don't mind if I take a little bit of meat with it. We'll just flavor the stock. Not exactly going for perfection here. So I'm just making an incision on because these are thighs, so you just have the one leg bone to contend with. So I'm just making an incision and then I'm carefully making trims all the way down the bone. And I guess it's not really necessary for me to keep this all in one piece either. I'm just used to it. So I am. And oh, we're almost there. Where am I missing it? Here it is. Okay. The butcher left a piece of the other bone on here. The other leg bone. So let's get that off. Is that everything? Bitch, I think that's everything. Okay. So that will go in. All right. Step one, skin off. You can usually yank it off pretty quick. Cut off some of this extraneous fat. And that's beautiful fat though. That would make some heckin' good schmaltz. We got plenty of schmaltz though. We don't need to make more. All right, we've done a pretty good job of this one. So again, just making an incision straight down to the bone and then continuing to make cuts right next to the bone as you get further and further in. Don't be afraid to get your hands in there to really feel where you're going. Like there, that's just released. And so was that. There we go. And then you can really easily just cut through that. Make sure you get all the extra pieces. Bam. I think that's everything. Oh no, there's a big chunk there. That's always a tough one because it's attached to like some silver skin that goes through the thigh. So you can't always be sure that you're actually getting it. There we go. Son of bitch. I still left some. I see you there. God, fudge. Don't need this extra fat either. Okay. Next guy. Next dude. Skin off. Trim the extra fat. Trying to think if I'm actually there. Now you have the whole thing in frame. Trim off the extra fat. This is an awkward angle for me, but I just realized you probably can't see it super well. Oops. Okay. This one looks a bit messier. I'm seeing bits of bone sticking out. All right. Make our incision. Become a chicken surgeon. Post-mortem chicken surgeon. What is that? Mortician? Become a chicken mortician. Isn't that basic? Isn't that what a butcher is? They're just animal morticians. Oh god, y'all. I've been having such a tough time at work lately. I love my job, but it's been really exhausting. There's so much work to do, and it does not feel like my brain can hold it all. Soup! Howdy! Welcome! We are making soup. We are currently deboning and deskinning some chicken. Chicken thighs. Do I watch any food YouTubers? Of course I do. So I mostly like watching J. Kenji Lopez Alt because he's a real man chef. I have several of his books that are currently propping up my laptop right now. Hi, you're nowhere in frame, by the way. Um, I I do watch Binging with Babish. He's fine. I kind of see him as sort of like the kind of home cook that if I became a home cook for a YouTube show for a living, I would probably be at least as good of a home cook as him. So he's fine to watch. He makes mistakes sometimes, and I'm like, no, don't do that. um, I do like one of the guys he works with, anime, or like the show that Anime with Alvin. I've been watching Alvin's YouTube videos for a while as well. He just makes really relaxing videos where he like doesn't talk on his channel, and he just makes food. He makes really beautiful food, and barely speaks. If nope, he doesn't speak at all. It's all captioned. Super relaxing, really nice to watch. Um, get that fat off of there and the skin. There. Okay. Um, who is it? Adam Ragusia. I also watch Alex. I forget what his YouTube name is. The French guy. Alex Frenchman. I like him. He takes a very engineering approach to cooking. Um, Maddie Matheson, I've been watching for a while. When I'm in the mood to be shouted at, I'll watch him. And he actually inspired one of my favorite spaghetti and meatball recipes. So hats off to him. We've used that a couple of times. Who else do I watch? Is this fat? Yeah, that's a big chunk of fat I don't want. Oh, there's got to be at least one more. I know there is. So, funnily enough, I don't really like watching good mythical morning. It just does not appeal to me at all, but I do like the people that work in the mythical kitchen. They're all very fun and silly. Um, Sometimes they make really foolish cooking mistakes that make me want to scream. But you know what? They're performing. It's fine. Their job is to be on a camera, not to be an incredible chef. All right, we're done with this cutting board. And we're done with this knife. And we're done with this glove. Those will go there for now. Next step is, oh, I should wipe that up. Next step will be getting the aromatics into the stock. So my ginger, and my garlic. That's simmering at a nice clip. There's another guy called Reincarnated Alton Brown with the topics of his channel. See, that's almost how I feel about J. Kenji Lopez Alt. Just because he's literally a scientist, and then he was like, "Well, I'm just gonna use science to become a chef." Like he's brilliant. He's really really brilliant. He applies the scientific method to every cooking myth you've ever seen, and it's wonderful. Brian Langerstrom. Langerstrom, that sounds Swedish. Langerstrom. What's next? Chicken should go in next. And then the rice. I have to rinse the rice. And get that in there. Which is over here. What am I doing? I'm so hungry that I'm like forgetting how words work. That's not going to work. This might work. I need a third of a cup. So I'm assuming that you also enjoy chefing. I meant to say cooking, and then it turned into chefing, and that's just kind of where we ended up. um, and if so, what sorts of things do you like to cook? Obviously, I'm a dinner maker, but I'm also a baker. I really love to bake, specifically desserts. Um, but keep me away from yeasted things. I have no idea how they work, and yeast scares me. I do make some excellent cakes. I made custard last night. Chocolate custard. I had to wing a recipe and just add however much chocolate I thought it needed. seemed to turn out okay. All right, now we got to rinse the rice. Apologies for the noise. We got to run some water in this dish. Wait. I usually like to rinse my rice maybe. If I'm feeling lazy, I'll do it 3 times. I usually like to go for 5 until the cloudiness of the water has cleared up quite a lot. That's number 1. That's number 2. That's number 3. You know what? Law of averages. Let's do 4. 3 for lazy, 5 for normal. Let's go in the middle. Okay. Right. Rice in. The next part is going to be getting this back up to a simmer, because what we want to see happen is over the course of the next 10 or 15 minutes, we want the chicken to start to firm up, and we want the rice to break. But we don't want it to be so thick that it'll start to turn into congee. So we want to time this right. Wipe this down. There could be salad. Welcome, bald squirrel. How are you? I'll do my best to remember. Honestly, I just make my own salad dressing. There's almost never like stored salad dressing. Okay. So this is starting to simmer soon. Let me double check the recipe, the recipe. I feel like I've got it printed out somewhere, but I'm too lazy. I don't want to do that. Let's see. Feel Better Chicken and Rice Soup. That's the one. Add a big pinch of salt. 10 to 12 minutes. That's what I thought. That is a fairly large pinch of salt. So in we go. I need to refill my salt. Now I am altering this recipe slightly. I'm going to add some mushrooms. How is my soup coming along? It's looking soupy. There's flavors in it. It's bubbling. Hang on, there's something on my screen and I can't read your username. But Zach the Somniac. There we go. Got it. The soup is coming along nicely. So yeah, because we like to fuck around and find out with our recipes. We're adding mushrooms this time to see if we like it. I think we've done it with mushrooms before, and it's been okay. But I'm gonna do it in a way I'm not used to doing. By the way, really good tip: if you ever buy mushrooms that have the stems still attached, but they're not the kind of stems you can eat, save them. Save them and put them in your freezer in an airtight container, because you can make stock with them. It makes amazing stock. I have a whole ass deli container just full of these in my freezer, and I used to throw them away. I had no idea. There's so much flavor in these, and you can't eat them, or you could, but they're just unpleasant to eat. But they're so flavorful. You like to add poached eggs before serving in your soup, dude? Eggs and soup. Mm, mm. Love a good egg in my soup. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do this. Oh, I forgot to set the timer. I am that bitch today. There. Okay, so I'm gonna do the thing where they slice. Oh, and by the way, these are very clean mushrooms, which is why I'm not doing much other than just wiping them off with a paper towel. Sometimes they're super dirty, and I'll go in with like a damp paper towel. Um, but they're not very dirty. So I'm gonna do the thing where they slice across like this and across like this, so that you've got a little X, and hopefully when it cooks, it starts to do that. So in we go. We'll see if it's a failure. And it should add some nice should add a nice earthy flavor to the soup too. Of course, these little guys just float. Come on. I'll turn them upside down. They'll be little boats. Okay, so those are getting saved. Put them there. Put them right there for you. These will get put away. In a bit. What else? What can I do between now and the next 6 minutes? I can prepare a salad. I was gonna make a salad. We bought some butter lettuce, and I got some very shit advice about how to store it, and it started wilting immediately. So we're gonna tear off the wilted pieces, and we're gonna eat the rest. The wilted pieces can go in the soup at the end. But thankfully, we've got some nice salad accoutrement in our fridge that we can add in with this. That's trash. That's trash. Trash. Some of this is trash. But most of it looks fine, just wilty. Oh, no, that's trash. Okay, good. Those will go in the soup. These will go in my salad. What a cute little, like, boop. Like it's a little baby. Get some bowls ready. These can just sit. You want to see a fun trick that I learned from J. Kenji Lopez Alt? Instead of using a salad spinner to dry off like your herbs and your lettuce and stuff after you've rinsed it, just throw it. You don't even need the towel. You can just throw it on any surface until all the water comes off, and then you can dry the surface. It's great. Pretty fun. All right. I'm pretty sure this guy's clean. Now we'll just Get these into some nice pieces. Okay. This one needs the root cut out. And we wash. It may be advisable to move other places, though, as parts of your counter or cutting board get wet. But there we go. It is now dry. Well, the lettuce is. And now the cutting board is. Oh, simmering a little much. Let's turn that down. All right. That's a good start on those. I think I've got some cucumber and tomatoes. I can throw in there. These guys I'll just just give them a quick rinse, slice them into small bits. We'll add those at the very end. For some green. Okay. We've got about a minute left. Let me at least grab my other salad items. We have bell pepper. Oh, perfect. Awesome. We got everything we need right here. We'll do, I don't know, we'll do this many tomatoes. And maybe this much of the bell pepper. We'll do that much cucumber. Okay, next step. I think it's put the potatoes in. Yes, potatoes go in. Oh, wow. Huh. I used to be able to look at that recipe for free, but okay. All right, so I'm using a Japanese sweet potato, which is good. I'm not a huge fan of like garnet sweet potatoes, so um, Japanese sweet potato is usually where I go. And we're gonna cut them in maybe 1/4 to 1/3 inch slices. We sort of want to let the skin keep it in one piece. Otherwise, it'll sort of just disintegrate and fall apart in the soup. There's a little bit going on with this guy, isn't there? With the exception of if there's funny colors in there, then yeah, cut those out. Oh, my alarm's going off. Man, am I gonna have to cut that whole thing? I am. All right. Let's try not to waste too much, but needs must. God, this is a big honkin' dude. Okay. Since some of these are so big, I'm gonna cut them in half. The skin should still hold them together. It'll just have slightly less integrity. So yeah, we'll have pieces like kind of this big. Oh, oh, okay. That was frightening. This knife was a gift. It's very hard steel. It's not a good idea to hit it on hard things because it can react badly. But the edge looks fine. All right, so that's kind of honestly the entirety of this soup outside of just letting it cook for longer. You take out the chickens after, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes. You shred it, you put it back in, and then you put in a couple of final like seasonings, lemon juice, soy sauce, and uh, fresh ground pepper, salt to taste. Bob's your uncle. So I'm going to finish up doing this salad, and then we can say adieu. Because who wants to sit around and watch me do nothing for the next 20 minutes? The answer is not me, and very likely not you. I know these are small enough tomatoes that you can just eat them in one bite, but I'm one of those people that hates having big chunks of things in my salads. I understand that might make me strange, but if you want to judge me for that, go ahead, and I will ignore you because I am what I am. And in case if that was not clear, that was a yolk. What kind of I wonder if I'll just put some balsamic vinegar on this. Oh, we have the good olive oil. Maybe I can make the good vinaigrette. Forgot about the good olive oil. We'll have these on those. And a cucumber. Should I do these in little slices or cubes, or let's do them in cute little slices. Let's do them in slices in such a way that they go everywhere. Oh, that was a horribly uneven final slice. Oh well. Boop, 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 ba-da, bup, ba-ba-da, bup, boop, bup, 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 bup. Okay. Rinse the knife. Wipe down the cutting board. Sanitize the cutting board. And I think that we can finish up. This is what the salad looks like, by the way. And here, I'll show you the soup, or at least how it looks at the moment. She's just doing her thing. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out. There's water on my laptop. And I don't even know if anybody's still here. If you are, cool beans. Thanks for hanging out. But I'm gonna go. Okay, bye. Oh, you! You show up right as I'm about. Oh fuck! It was good to see you, anyways. I made soup. Oh, okay, good. Okay, sounds good. I have zero information about who's actually in here, so I haven't been looking at all. So okay, cool. Good to see you. Um, uh, uh, See, now this is so awkward. I'm just bye. I'm turning around.